Chelsea v Wolves in the Premier League, Monday night football, another big game for Wolves to try and get out the bottom three. In this match preview, I'll give my history of the fixture, give some stats, I'll do my score prediction and my predicted starting lineup that Vitor Pereira go for. But firstly, I want to concentrate on Pedro Neto, and has he disrespected Wolves at a club despite being with us for so long? So let's take a little trip down memory lane. Pedro Neto joined Wolves in 2019, a joint deal with Jordao, and it took him a while to get used to the Premier League. He wasn't physically, bulked out yet. He had the pace and the skill, but he was a young lad in his late teenage years, and as time went on, he gradually built into the team. But you've got to remember back then, we did have Jota, Traore, Gibbs White was battling to get in around that time as well, and he kept plucking away, and eventually he did become a bit of a superstar. In the season when we was in the Europa League, if you remember, he was actually keeping Diogo Jota out the team towards the end before he left for Liverpool. So that just proves how well he was doing back then when he just turned 20 odd. But the big reason we know as Wolves fans he didn't actually leave Wolves for a big top six club earlier was because of his injury record. He's had quite a lot of problems with his hamstrings, his ankles, muscle injuries, and he really struggled to actually complete a full season for us. So when he did eventually get this move to Chelsea at the beginning in the summer of this season, £51 million, a 7-year contract. When Wolves saw that, they were like, look, fair enough, good luck to him. He's been a great servant to the club, amazing memories, got a goal against the Albion in the FA Cup the season before he left, other magical moments in very important wins, and he was very vital in keeping us in the Premier League for so long. So nobody begrudged him the move, but we then play Chelsea in one of the first few games of the season. You'll remember it, 6-2, absolute battering. He come on at half-time as substitute, and he didn't get a goal, but he did set up João Felix for one of the goals, and he celebrated like mad. And understandably, this really rubbed up the Wolves fans the wrong way. And with what's been going on recently with the Mario Lemina stuff, refusing to play, we had Nunes in recent years refused to train to get his move to Man City. We just don't like to see it. Diogo Jota did it well. He left, kept playing to the end and left. And that's what we want. We want players that still respect the club, that pretty much made them and got them out of obscurity and then made them a superstar to get them their dream move to the big boys in the Premier League. So to see that was pretty disgusting. And for me, I couldn't believe it when he was doing it. I just didn't think he'd be that sort of character. You'd think he'd be like a Robbie Keane or someone in years gone by who scores and refuses to celebrate against his former club, but no. And then also after that, so that annoyed the Wolves fans enough, he also made quotes. I think it was around the time he got his first goal for Chelsea in the FA Cup again, or was it the League Cup? I can't remember. One against Barrow. He come out with quotes saying, oh yeah, you've really got to compete at a big club like Chelsea because of the quality. At Wolverhampton Wanderers, I played 90% of games. Very degrading comment about us, as if, yeah, just that small club Wolves, when in reality, he didn't play 90% of games because he couldn't stay fit for a full season. So come on, Neto, don't just bat Wolves away like that when you would play about 50% of seasons most of the time and then we'd be lost without you. So that was another comment that for me really annoyed me. And yeah, he's at Chelsea now. He has got real fond memories at Wolves, and Wolves fans do think a lot of him, but that definitely has left a bad taste in the mouth, those few things. And it'd be interesting to see what he does if he does play and does score at Stamford Bridge on Monday night. Hopefully he doesn't celebrate, but if he was going mental celebrating Chelsea's goals when he didn't even score, you've got to assume he don't care and he will celebrate. But I know people say, well, it's his club, that's his employer, that's what he should do. But I just think there should be a little respect there for a team and a club that supported him through so many injuries and stuck by him. And, stuck by him and got his recovery and then got him his dream move to a big top six club. But there we go. That's just my thoughts on Neto, and it's a shame at the moment because of all this Lemina stuff that's been going on. It's a shame. Where's the loyalty gone in football? Where's the Steve Bull of the modern era these days? It's a bit upsetting. But yeah, there we go. That's enough on Neto. Let's look at the actual Chelsea v Wolves game. So in our Premier League history v Chelsea, Chelsea have won 11 times. There's been 4 draws, and Wolves have won 6 times. Wolves have actually only won once at Stamford Bridge in our entire history since 1979, and that was the away fixture last season, a 4-2 win. Matheus Cunha hat-trick. Pedro Neto, ironically, was absolutely fantastic that day and was probably the game that made Chelsea want to sign him permanently. And it's going to be a real tough ask. I know Chelsea have fell off a little bit. They've drew 3 and lost 2 of their last 5 Premier League games, and they were in the title race at one point, wasn't they? A dozen games ago, but it's fell off a little bit for them. But they're still a very big threat. Obviously, Cole Palmer, my God, absolute bundles of talent in their team. And it's going to be a very, very tough ask for Wolves. Although Fulham did go there and win, and they've had a few blips. They drew with Bournemouth last time out in the Premier League. And let's just hope we can create some sort of upset and get a result, because we need it with how we've performed in the last 2 Premier League games, and we want to be getting out and away from that relegation bottom 3. I'm going to go with a predicted 11 now. So here we go. So I think it might be changed slightly from the Newcastle game. I think we might see Nelson Semedo come in for Rodrigo Gomez, not because he did anything wrong, but I just think defensively I want to be more solid, Vitor Pereira. So I also think we might see Craig Dawson start instead of Doherty. People might think that's harsh, but again, I think he's had 2 bad Premier League games in a row, and centre half is not his natural position. Agbadu will stay in there, Santi Bueno will stay in there, Ain't Nori left wing back, João Gomez and Andre in midfield. Cunha on the left, we'll probably see him start, hopefully. I know he come on at half-time at Newcastle, but hopefully he'll be fit enough to start. The struggling Strand Larsen, hopefully he can get a goal, because I think he's been poor the last 2 Premier League games. Through the middle, and Guedes on the right-hand side of the 3, who again against Newcastle probably should have had himself a goal. But I think that's the best team we can play at the moment. I don't want to see Hwang Yi-chan anywhere near the starting 11 with his recent form. Absolutely terrible. And yes, obviously Jose Sarr will be in goal. So let's go for a score prediction for this. Now, I'm going to do my head and heart, my head, logical head. Chelsea haven't won in 5. They'll want to get back to winning ways at a home fixture at Stamford Bridge. So with my head, I think it'll be 3-1 Chelsea. With my heart, I'm going to say I think we can pull off a 2-2 draw. We've got a few good draws at Stamford Bridge in recent years. I remember back to Connor Cody's late equaliser there the one year, and when Raul Jimenez scored there the one year, we got a 2-2. So yeah, hopefully with my heart, I'll go for a 2-2 draw at Stamford Bridge and just get us that vital away draw in this very tough run of fixtures. Comment your thoughts down below of what you think of this fixture and what you think of Pedro Neto and what I discussed. Please like the video, it really helps, and please subscribe. As you know, I'm after 7,000 subscribers and it really helps the channel, and I'll catch you next video. Thank you, everybody.